Let's go. Thank you for joining. Let's get this thing going. Thank you for joining the stream. Let's get this thing going. Where y'all at? Shout out to everybody joining over on both platforms, whether you're joining on IG, YouTube, wherever you're joining at. Appreciate you for joining. Thank you so much for being here. Let me say something to you. You are in for a treat as always with the Black Guru. I'm telling you right now. If you've never listened to this stream before, if this is your first time here, put your antennas on. You're about to hear something that you probably never heard before. Because I'm going to give it to you raw and I'm going to give it to you real. And I'm going to let you know what the deal. Raw, real, and I'm going to give you what the deal. Let me tell you something right now. Y'all don't understand as women. I've talked to thousands of y'all over the last 2.5, almost 3 years. Y'all are not telling me nothing new. Most of y'all tell me the same things all the time as women. Y'all are not telling me nothing new. Most of y'all tell me the same things. And what is that? What are y'all telling me that's the same? The thing that y'all telling me is that's the same, majority of y'all, is the fact that y'all end up choosing, right, in relationships, bad men that you've messed with, and you've made a mess of your life, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what happened. Or you single, you've been single for all this time, or you call yourself celibate, which you're not really celibate, you're abstinent. Y'all say all of this stuff, right? And y'all not really that abstinent. Y'all lie about that too. So all of this stuff that's going on, y'all say all this stuff, right? Let me explain this to y'all. Y'all are not saying nothing different than what I've heard for all these many years. Y'all say the same stuff. I told y'all before, I can change the face and the name, and the story for the most part remains the same. Did y'all hear me? I said I can change the face and the name, and the story for the most part will remain the same. Shout out over here on the YouTube channel. If you're just joining on YouTube channel, I need you to hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. I appreciate y'all for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Somebody said I'm dropping a whole lot of dimes. Keep on. Oh yeah, we're going to keep it going. Let me explain something. Listen to me very carefully. This topic is a very important topic. Very important for both men and women, right? Because let this serve as a warning. If you are a man, this should be a warning to you, right? To not mess with, get involved with, have no long-term relationship, marriage, nothing like that. Not even a short-term one. But none of these jokers, because as I say all the time, a lot of them are cursed. This is why they make the decisions they make. I told this story before and I'm going to tell it again. I'll never forget this. I'll always remember it, right? I was in a nightclub years ago. And I'm not going to tell you what race the woman is, but she wasn't a BW. And, you know, it was her and her friend, and, you know, they were attractive physically, and I was like, you know, I'm going to go and say something to them, right? And we sparked a conversation, and they both knew how to have a decent conversation with me. They even were talking to me. I think one of them had a child, was a baby mama, you know, and she knew she messed up. She regretted it, right? And she almost was going into tears talking to me about the decision she made with the dude that she ended up letting get her pregnant, right? She was talking to me about this. After the discussion that we had, let me say something to y'all. I was like, okay, maybe she got her life together. Maybe she has a better head on her shoulders, so on and so forth. I go to the restroom and I come back and I see this girl grinding on one of the dirtiest looking dudes. Broke too. I mean, he looked broke and dirty. One of the brokest and dirtiest looking dudes in the nightclub. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. And I'll tell you right now, at that point, I came to the conclusion. I just said, you know what? This is it for most of them. This is what it is. The women that are in these environments, the women that behave like this, the women that I'm looking at that are attractive in these nightclubs, that are drinking, I said, you know what? They're cursed. She had me right next to her, the man that I am. I'm dressed up. I'm smelling excellent. So I'm thinking common sense would tell her, hey, this guy's been talking to us, to me especially. Maybe he might be interested. Maybe I can turn my life around and be different, and choose a different man. There was no choosing a different man. And this was before I was Muslim, right? Once I became Muslim and learned something very important about what the Quran says, right? It says that Allah not only guides whom he wills, but those who are not guided by Allah, there is no protector for them. There is no guide for them. Basically saying it's over. Curse. You have to have a mindset within you to want to be guided, to want to do right. You got to have something inside of you to want to be better, right? And this joker, even though she could have a conversation and recognize where she messed up, you looking at her while she's on them drinks, the decision making. If y'all pay attention to my show, the decision making is still off with them. And I'm talking about the topic right now, the decision making. They never really get out of that bad decision making that they have. Look, we got a woman in the comments right now that says, I need help. Request up right now. Hit the plus button. Request up. I'll talk to you. They don't change, majority of them. But then I have some women, very few, but some that will message me and contact me and say, Guru, you know what? Hi. Hello, hold on one second. They will say, Guru, you know what? I have been listening to you for 2 weeks or a month. It won't even take them long. They not listening to me for no year or 2 years. They listen to me for 2 weeks or a month at max. And they saying, Guru, you know what? I've been listening for this amount of time. And first I thought you were a joke. I was making fun of you. I was talking crazy. But then I really started listening and you've changed my life. I've made much better decisions now with my life from listening to you now than I was 2 weeks ago or a month ago. This is what they say. It don't take somebody long. Somebody that want to change, somebody that want to do right, it don't take them long. Somebody that want to be guided. Shh, lady, don't you hear me talking?
I'm sorry.
Someone that want to be guided, that have the mind to want to be guided and do right, it don't take them long. Stop moving that camera all around.
I'm trying to find somewhere to hide because it's me while I'm at work.
Okay, yeah, and I can't hear. Your sound is very poor because you're in a place that has no furniture or nothing.
I'm at work.
Okay, well, call me back or come back when you in a different place.
See?
Okay, well, why did you said you need help, so just say you have.
I didn't know that you were going to accept me. You requested me.
All right, have a good one. I don't got time for that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You have to have the mind to want to be guided. Most of these jokers, they don't have a mind for guidance, right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, if they don't have a mind for guidance of religion, They don't have a mind to want to listen to what God is going to tell them. They dang sure ain't going to listen to you as no man. They're not going to listen to a husband. They're going to do whatever in the hell they want to do. And it's not in your best interest as a man to get involved with any woman like that. You are a fool if you do. It is in your best interest to be with a woman that desires to be guided, that desires correction, that desires to get better. The woman should want your correction and your protection. She should want to listen to you and obey you and do what you and whatever you say, whatever you tell her to do. She should want your wisdom. She should respect you for your wisdom. She should respect you for who you are as a man, what you've made yourself into. And that's why these jokers are here settling. When a lot of them tell me that, they say, I know I settled. I know I messed up. I settled. Because they don't want none of that. Come on, Guru, you speaking now. Let them know what it is. Hit them with another one of them things. They don't want to be guided. So they end up with one of those guys, one of those jokers that is the equivalent to them. And they wonder why they can never get ahead. You will never get ahead as a woman. Continually playing games and never want to take life serious. Never wanting to be under the protection and authority of a serious-minded man who knows where he's going, who's going to give you direction and instruction. You'll never get ahead as a woman. You'll never be successful in your personal relationships, in a marriage. You'll never gain the things. Listen, I say this all the time. A lot of these women today, they'll never experience, and I'm talking under 40 years old, they'll never know what it's like to walk down the aisle. Never. They'll never know what it's like to walk down that aisle. All they're going to know, this is what they're going to know.
Oh, what's that? Some kind of weed or something?
That's all they're going to know. Their life is centered around beauty products, hair, makeup, lash, all that stuff. Anything that's related to beauty. Their life is not centered around being guided. Their life is not centered around doing what's best for a family, for a husband. Come on, Guru. Talk to the people. Their life is centered around foolishness. You as a man, you're different. You don't have to settle like these jokers. Listen, you get 45 years old, never had been in a successful marriage or relationship, never was able to find the kind of woman that would be best for you. Be 45 years old, you never had that happen before, but you finally made a success out of yourself and your finances, and you're in decent enough shape, even if you're not in extremely deep, but you should be in decent shape and good health so that you can live as long as possible. But you've done those things and you have the right type of mindset, 45 years old, you can have some of the most beautiful, submissive women in the world. They can't do that. They can't turn 45. This is their doom. If they didn't make the right choices and decisions when they were young, it's over. You can be 55 years old and never had a good relationship. 55-year-old man just paid off your last bit of child support. And you got this extra income. You can move to majority of the countries in the world and find you a fit feminine woman who will listen to you. Long as you've become a man, made a man out of yourself, long as you've done well, stayed out of trouble, and you have good income coming in now, and you can take care of that woman. They can't do that. That's why they have to settle. Come on, Guru. Talk to the people. Let them know what it is. Talk to them, brother Guru. Let them know what it is. Yes, I will add you in 1 second. Give me 1 second. Folks, if you are watching over here on the YouTube channel, I'm about almost 30 likes. I am 30 something likes short. I need everybody watching on YouTube to hit the thumbs up button. Everybody on IG, I need you to tap the screen. And if you haven't done it yet, share this stream, share this content. You know, 1 or 2 or 3 people that need to hear it. There should be a little arrow button at the bottom, or envelope, whatever it is, paper plane. I don't know what it's called. Hit that little thing and share this content. It's so valuable. It's so valuable. Let me give a shout out to the people so far that have contributed to the live stream. Thank you so much for contributing to the live stream. We had some people already give badges. Shout out to there's 3 people already that supported Black Guru with badges. Thank you so much. That's the only way I keep this content going. I appreciate you in advance. The first, as you always do, the first person or the first couple of people that I see that I look at that have at least 3 badges next to their name, you're a moderator for the day. So as soon as I see you with 3 badges, I got you. You're moderator for the day. Same thing on YouTube. Highest super chat that I see in the first 30 minutes of the stream, I'll make you moderator for the day. All right. And we halfway there. Man, Guru, you on a roll. You on a roll, brother. You're on a roll. Let me put this in the comment section, and then, yes, I will bring the woman up that's requesting to come up. Look, folks, I do recognize that the weight of my words, most of the people that are in the society today, they can't receive it. The weight of the words that I have, they're too deep. They're too deep. Special shout out to Brother Neil for hitting the super chat. He said, what verse in the Quran holds a lot of meaning to you? Yes, brother. Okay, I'll answer that in 1 second. Shout out to Brother Don Diego for the super chat. He said, Black Guru for president. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting the Black Guru and supporting truth. I'm going to bring up guests here in just 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second. And we're going to bring up some guests as well. Brother Neil, I'm going to paraphrase what it says in the Quran. But it's chapter 2. It's Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2. And it speaks of, I think it's around maybe verse 5, really early. But it speaks of how it is the same for them. Who is them? The disobedient, the unbelievers, the ones that refuse to be guided. It says it is the same for them, whether you warn them or not. They will never believe. And then it goes on to say there's only a very painful punishment coming for them, awaiting them. That holds so much weight to me because it has to do with what I'm talking about right now. Whether you warn, just like me now, right? There's so many people that I can get this message out to. And I can warn, especially a lot of women, I can warn them about their behavior and what's going to become of them. And it doesn't matter. They can't see the forest from beyond the trees. They can't see further than the hand in front of whatever's right in front of them. They can't see. They're blind. A lot of time Allah have blinded them. Shout out to Mind and Matter. Said, thank you. You shifted my perspective positively. Salute to you, Mind and Matter, over on the YouTube channel. Listen, folks, I'm going to tell y'all something. If you watch on the IG channel and you haven't watched on the YouTube channel, you're missing a lot. Because eventually, one day, inshallah, God willing, my YouTube following will overtake my IG following. And when that happens, I'll probably exclusively stream over there and bring people up and bring only guests up over there. But we got some ways to go. But if you haven't watched over there, it's a great experience, great quality. It's even higher quality than over here. Okay. Guru messaging has the ability to speak to people who may not get it otherwise. Thank you so much for saying that. Somebody said the women are quick to submit to their bosses and not their husbands. That's facts right there. They don't want to submit to their husbands. They don't want to submit to their husbands. Right? And a lot of them today don't even want husbands. Not only don't they want to submit to their husbands, but a lot of them today don't even want husbands. They don't even want husbands. Let's bring this woman up. If you are a woman or a man, you can request up and I'll have a conversation with you. I mostly talk to women on this channel, but no problem if you are a woman or a man. Shout out to everybody that has hit the like button on the YouTube channel. We still are something like 30, almost 30 likes short. Let's go. If you're watching over on YouTube, hit the like button. Don't speak on all women. What are you talking about? It didn't let you in. Okay. All right. All right. Well, we're going to go to the next person. Since you're having technical difficulties, we're going to go to the next person. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you for accepting my request. Appreciate that.
Of course. What do you have to say about what I've been talking about right now?
Well, I have.
Wait, what's your name? What's your name?
My name is Nikki.
Okay, Nikki, go ahead, Nikki.
I like what you have to say. Sometimes I don't like it, but it's truth, and I have to accept it. I do support. I'm an avid donor. But I have a comment and a question, if you could answer it.
Okay, I'll try. Go ahead.
Okay, my comment to the ladies is there's a lot of power in submission. And I feel like when you're told what to do, then you know what to do. You can't mess it up because you already know. Instead of trying to guess or read somebody's mind or make something in your head, you have absolute direction, so there's less chance for you to fail. And if somebody tells you what to do, there's love in that, there's care in that, because they care what you do. So stop being so offended,
Mm-hmm.
But my question is, as a woman who loves the Lord, who is not of the world, how do I find other women, not in a weird lesbian way, I mean like as a sister, because I don't have sisters, to commune with, where we can do, self-examination, grow, not necessarily teach, because women I feel like, I know I'm a woman, but I feel like many women are emotional, and you can tell them the truth and the facts, and it'll be like, pero I feel this, and I feel that, and I'd rather have my feelings rooted in truth, irrefutable truth, not the truth to me or some bullshit, like the truth. So how do I attract those women, or when I'm confronted with women of the world, how do I respond? I don't know what I'm asking, but
okay,
I know what I'm asking.
hold on a minute. You're kind of all over the place. How do you attract? You're talking about like make friends with?
Yes.
Women that are what? What kind of women?
That are not worldly, quick to anger, more patient, more tolerant, more kind, more. I don't know.
What's your religion? What's your religion?
By blood, I'm an Israelite, but my partner who I'm dating, we haven't become one flesh yet, but he is Muslim.
Y'all haven't become one flesh yet.
No, he is
You're
not my
dating a
husband.
Muslim man? That's impossible. Muslim men don't date. We don't date. We court women for marriage. So it's
Okay,
impossible.
I guess he's courting me.
Have you
We
guys
talk.
have you guys been intimate?
No, we have not. We have not become one flesh. We have not.
Okay, he's courting you for marriage. Are you Christian?
No.
Okay, so he's not courting you for marriage. He shouldn't be courting you for marriage. The only women that we can court for marriage are Jewish women, Christian women, or Muslim women. That's it.
He tells me that
What kind of Muslim is he? Is he a Nation of Islam?
I have not asked him. When he talks to me, he talks to me about Allah. He knows that I am raised Israelite of Ephraim, and
Okay, he
says I
cannot
have.
he cannot marry you. So what you're doing right now is you're wasting your time.
Okay.
And if he has a problem with what I'm saying, tell him that, and you can bring him on this live, and I will talk to him because he should know
Okay.
better as a Muslim man. If he's done any study, he should know better. I mean, this is not difficult. These are some of the elementary things you learn as a Muslim man. If he's taking, listen, I was just talking about this, right? Taking this stuff serious. If he's taking it serious, he should have not even looked at pursuing you for marriage. Can
I
he
asked him
can he
that.
convert her? See, that's the problem. Y'all, hold on, let me say something to somebody in the comments. That's the problem. Yes, it's possible that she could become a Muslim woman, but listen, if you talk to any number, I've talked to a number of brothers that have specialized in this and have experience. Those type of relationships and marriages hardly ever work. Why? Because it is not in the woman. Just like I've been talking about this topic, it have to be in you. You have to have the desire. Just like, you know how I talk about fake hair all the time? I could go find a BW and I could try to convince her and tell her, hey, don't wear fake hair anymore and I'll be with you. But it have to be in her. Meaning that she have to have a strong desire. She have to despise fake hair. That's the only way. The woman have to love Allah. She have to love God. She have to love being a Muslim and what it represents. That's the only way it's going to work. If it ain't in her heart, it ain't going to work. Do you understand what I'm saying? The relationship that you're talking about is already doomed from the jump.
When I asked him, I said, why are you not with Muslim women? Because I don't know much about it. And he says that, I love the Lord. I have good foundation. I can learn. I can't know what I don't know unless I'm taught,
He loves the Lord. Usually Muslims don't talk like that.
Yeah, I know I do because I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'm willing to learn and I take heed. So I don't know why he would not be able to possibly pursue with me if I am teachable.
Did you just hear what I just said? I just explained to you why.
I heard you say because
How long have you been talking to this man? How long have you been talking to this man?
Almost, I would say about 2 months since I started my job, about 2 months. So how can I love Allah fully if I don't know Allah?
I can see, listen, I cannot, here's we got a problem. I see your cleavage. You got cleavage showing. When you move the camera a little bit, you got your cleavage showing, right?
Sorry.
Okay, listen. No, I'm just using that as an example. You already have too many things going on with you that I'm already listening to the things that you're saying, looking at how you're dressed. You are far. Do you know how, listen, it is difficult to be a Muslim. It is not easy. It requires a lot of dedication. Getting up early. We're talking 4:40 in the morning, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning to pray. Praying 5 times a day. Studying, reading Quran. Obeying, choosing to obey, making a choice daily to obey the instruction of the messenger of Allah. Peace and blessings be upon him. And listening to your husband, obeying your husband. These things are not easy. And I always say this is why my number one thing that I promote when the brothers ask me, I say, if you can, try to find you a Muslim woman, make it your best effort. If you're Muslim, try to find you one that was born Muslim, because it's going to be in her. She's going to be used to getting up at this time. Are you used to waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to pray? Consistently every day?
What we're used to was new at some point, so I can get used to it. I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning to work every day. So I don't know why if I can do that at work, I can't do it at home. Like I said,
it's not the same, because most of you women today, y'all go against the man and you are pro work. So of course y'all do that. Y'all do, hold on, listen, be quiet, I'm speaking. Y'all do a lot of stuff for y'all job and y'all boss and stuff that you will not do for a man, or that you will not do for God. Y'all do this stuff all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. If I do it for work, why can't I do it at home? I can't do what I don't know. So, I mean, are you? I'm like, are you saying that I'm basically screwed because I wasn't born into Muslim? I can't learn something better if I desire.
No, I didn't say that.
So what do I do?
Listen. But you're talking about a Muslim man is courting you for marriage. And I said that doesn't even make sense, because you're not even Muslim right now. You have not taken Shahada, right? It is not in you to do the things that a Muslim woman does daily. That's not in you. And he cannot marry you in the state that you're in. So why would a man be courting a woman that he cannot even marry? That don't make sense. You are a forbidden woman to him. Do you understand what I'm saying? You are a forbidden woman to him. It makes no sense that he would marry you or court you. Why would a man court a woman for marriage that's forbidden?
So, how do I prepare myself or learn? Like, I don't.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is stop the communication with him. You need to explain to him, hey, yes, I do want to be a Muslim woman, but right now I hear it's forbidden for you to be courting me, and I'm not Muslim yet. So I want to go seek and learn, and I have the desire to become a Muslim. So then it becomes on you. You have to put the work in and the effort in. You know, I was talking to a woman not long ago. She wanted to be with me. She wanted to be a wife of mine. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, let's see what you do with yourself. The only thing that she did was she took Shahada. She didn't put, which is basically our statement of faith, which is a requirement, the first requirement to become a Muslim. She didn't do anything else for months and months and months. She didn't study Quran. She didn't learn how to pray. She didn't learn any other language because she didn't have the desire. It wasn't important to her. She just wanted to see if she could be with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
There's a difference. With me, when I decided to become Muslim, I put all of the effort into it. I tried my hardest to learn the Arabic prayer so that I could recite the prayer by myself. I went to the masjid every chance I got. I wanted to connect with scholars and learn. I listened to a lot of talks. I read the Quran cover to cover. Do you see the difference?
Yes.
All she did was do the Shahada, which is only the first step.
So you're saying I'm not worthy at this time?
I didn't say you're not worthy. I said you haven't done anything. You haven't done nothing. You're talking to a Muslim man about marriage. This is not going to go anywhere. This is a waste of time for you right now. You need to get yourself together. And I can already tell that you look like you're overweight too. You need to get your weight in check. How much do you weigh right now?
200.
You know, the Quran tells us, Allah, he says, he does not like the one who eats in excess. The overeater. Do you use any type socially or any type at all? Do you use any type of alcohol?
No.
Any other type of substances? Smoke, pills, anything?
No.
Nothing at all?
I have hormone therapy for my PCOS.
You don't even drink, you don't drink a glass of wine, nothing?
No, I do not like alcohol.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good.
I used to, like 10 years ago when I was younger and an idiot, but no, that's poison.
Okay, that's good. All right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Listen. If you're serious about Islam and you're serious about getting around some more positive quality women, this is easy. All you got to do is go look up your nearest mosque, MOSQUE, or masjid, MASJID. You can look this up in the city that's closest to you, and you can easily go down there any time of the day and connect with women, right? That are there praying, that are fasting, that are learning. Or you can connect, if there's no women there at the time, you connect with one of the, they'll help you, one of the brothers there or the imam there, they'll help you and put you in contact so that you can have someone to study with, learn from, be around. That's if you are serious, you would do that. Because I'm going to tell you, that's what I did. Nobody searched it up for me or gave me the address or nothing. I just started looking on my own. I said, oh, here's one that's by me. Here's another one over here. Here's another one. I went and visited 3 of them. I sat and talked to the assistant imam. I sat and talked to the imam. You know, I did these things because I was serious. So if you're serious, you need to take these steps. That's the only way. Stop reading the comments and actually listen to what I'm saying. Have a good day.
I am listening to what you're saying.
Have a good day. Folks, I need everybody watching over on the YouTube channel to, if you haven't done it yet, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate you in advance. Thank you so much. Shout out to Juana for hitting the Cash App. Juana, thank you so much for the Cash App donation. I got it, sister. Thank you so much for supporting this content. Where are we at on our goal? Folks, we're getting close to our first hour. If you want the stream to get going, we're not even halfway to our donation goal, to our badge goal over here on the IG. If you enjoy what I'm saying, if you think what I'm saying is truth and positive, support it. Support the content. Support the content. It's easy to get badges over here on IG by hitting the little heart in the box down below. In a minute, we'll get the rest of our contributors to the Cash App so that we can keep the stream alive. Because that's how I do it. I only work off of contributions. If we don't get our contributions for the day, then the live stream gets cut short. Right? That's how we keep our content going and keep it powerful. Shanae, whatever in the hell your name is, if you come in here causing problems, you're going to be gone. Right? Thank you. She knows the rules. You don't have to explain nothing to her. Talking about the topic is at the top, brother. You don't got to explain nothing to these jokers. They come in here all the time, and they act like they don't know what's going on. They act like they don't know what's going on. All I ask y'all to do is be respectful and support the platform so that we can get, trust me, this content is growing fast. Word of mouth is spreading. It also tells you a lot that there's not a lot of people that desire to be guided. I'll tell you right now, do you know what would happen to my account right now if there was a woman that came in here right now, started arguing with me, cussing me out, calling me all kind of names, saying the police was going to come? Do you know what would happen to my account? It would blow up. You might see 30,000 people all of a sudden pop into this live. That tells you the state of the community. And a lot of y'all don't even realize, especially y'all women, y'all are in triage. I say it all the time. Y'all are in triage. Shout out to Mickey. Thank you so much for the Cash App, my brother. Thank you so much. We're halfway to our Cash App donation goal. We still need a few more people to hit the Cash App so we can keep the stream alive. Y'all still got about 10 minutes to hit that goal. I hope y'all are learning a lot from this content and the things that I talk about.
Yo, I'm on the line with him, mama. Man, such a ugly ass up nigga. You better shoot him.
Y'all see that? That goes for the topic I was talking about yesterday. A child of a BW. That was the topic I was just discussing yesterday. High value men don't want you and your kids. Little BW child. And you hear what he said. I'm on the live with him, mama. No father in the home. Pathetic. No father in the home. Shout out to brother Neil, moderator for the next 2 days. Thank you, my brother, for supporting the platform. Neil over on YouTube hit the super chat. He said, as an Indian man, I know real Muslims are very strict. She doesn't follow any of the religious things. She isn't dressed appropriately. Muslims court. They do not date. A real Muslim wouldn't let her walk around like that. Facts. That's why whatever man she's talking to right now is probably playing games with her, or who knows what's going on. But I can tell you right now, he's not serious about marriage. Muslim man cannot marry this type of a woman. Muslim man cannot marry this type of a woman. Thank you so much. Shout out to Neil over on the YouTube channel. Yeah, somebody said that child probably eats a lot of top ramen. I agree. Folks, do me a favor. Let's go. Oh, I messed up. Where y'all at? Where y'all at today? It's awfully quiet in here. Is it because it's a Friday? We're running, the chat room is quiet, the badge goal is quiet. Where are y'all at today? Y'all real quiet today. This topic I know is probably penetrating a lot of y'all and hopefully getting into your mind and settling in and hopefully helping you to make positive changes to your life. Let me say something to y'all. When it comes to your decision making, right? You are failing yourself your children, future generations, as a woman when you don't make the right choices early on in life. When it comes to, if you are a man, you are failing yourself and your children by not procreating with the right woman. If you don't procreate with the right woman, you need the right woman in your life. It is a must. I'm not one of those men that promote a man being single all his life. I'm not one of those men that promote men going their own way or sticking to themselves. I don't promote that at all. I promote you to find a quality woman that has a good mind, a good heart, that's clean, that hopefully she loves God and is obedient, healthy, makes good decisions. Salam alaikum. I like your content, man. Allah continue to bless you. Wa alaikum salam. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mickey, I'm so sorry. Mickey said, I am a woman. Sorry about that. Shout out to Mickey again for hitting the Cash App again. Thank you so much, sister. Thank you so much, sister, for hitting the Cash App again. Folks, we still need a few more people so that we can hit our goal for the stream. Y'all got about 7 minutes. And we can keep the stream going past the next hour. Once we get down to about 3 minutes, I'll put the timer on. And we'll see if we're going to keep the stream going. Because I know there's people probably still getting off work right now and about to join in. Don't worry. There's always more people that want to talk to the Black Guru. There's always going to be people that, but you don't need to worry about the people that's coming up to talk. You need to worry about the message. You need to worry about and listen to the things that are being said. You need to get your life together, especially if you are a man. You need to stop following around and chasing these jokers around. Stop liking their pictures. Stop looking at their videos. You need to look, this is a wake-up call for you. You end up getting yourself entangled and involved with the wrong woman, screwing her, getting her pregnant, getting some disease, or God knows what else. You might not even make it to see the next day. Some of these jokers that you're getting involved with. Yes, exactly, brother. You need to stop watching the adult films and playing with your joint. Let me tell y'all, let me speak on that, right? Playing with yourself and watching all of that adult stuff as a man, let me tell you something. It's just a feeling, it's just an urge, it goes away. The true measurement of a man is what he's able to turn down. Not all the stuff he's getting into. Did y'all hear me? The true measurement of a man is what he's able to turn down. Can you turn down playing with your joint and focus on the things that you need to do in life so that you can get you a good wife? You got to focus your mind. You got to focus your mind, because let me tell you something. If you're not focused, you're going to have lapses in judgment, and you're going to fall into the hands and the trap of one of these no good jokers. How many men have fallen because you had an urge down there and you saw some street walking no good W and they paid for her for the night, and it ended up being a sting or a setup, either by the police or by her. Now your money gone. Now you lost your job. Or you got her pregnant. Somebody that you just met for the night, somebody that you just wanted to have a one night, hit it and quit it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Your whole life can be lost in one night. One bad decision, one bad choice, and your life is over. Listen to me, because a lot of these women, they know that. A lot of them know that. They have made one bad choice as a woman and they have been doomed. They'll never get, there is no Russell Wilson out there for 99.999% of these jokers. Once they get pregnant and had a baby, especially, listen, and their decision making don't change anyway. They don't go for looking for Russell Wilson. But once they didn't have a baby with some no good man or whatever, 99.99999% of the time, it's over for them. You don't go and find no rich man that loves in love with them, that's going to take care of them for life. That's the delusion. Maybe Allah let that happen. Maybe God let that happen so that they can live off of the delusion. Well, Sierra got her Russell Wilson. I know there's hope out there for me. Let them keep believing that nonsense, that garbage. Their minds are gone. I tell you all the time, their minds are gone. What do you mean, brother? What about a man having a child with a no good woman? Yeah, I'm addressing that. Don't you hear me talking about it? You have a child with a no good woman. I just said that. It takes one night and your life is over. It takes one lapse in judgment. That's how serious you should take this. That's how serious you should take this. With every woman that you're dealing with, you should look at her as if, is this the woman that I will be comfortable spending the rest of my life with? Is this the woman that I will be comfortable raising children with? So I'm going to tell you right now, it makes a big difference. Let's say you become like me, right? Become a Muslim. What if you have a child with one of these women that ain't no good, and 5 or 10 years into you having a child with that, you decide to become Muslim, you change your faith or whatever, and you want your child to go to Muslim schools, you want your child to become Muslim like you want your child, that woman gonna give you hell. That woman is not gonna say, oh yeah, you know what, it is in the child's best interest to be a Muslim. It's not gonna happen. That's why you have to do everything up front to ensure you with the best possible woman from the jump. You want to be with her from the jump. You want to be with somebody quality, healthy from the jump. You as a man never have to settle. You never have to settle as a man. Dana, what do you mean? Wait a minute, am I Muslim? How do you not know I'm Muslim? I talk about that every day. And there's a Quran right on. You don't see that book right there? Y'all are wild. Y'all are crazy. Thank you so much, Brother Neil, again for the super chat. Over on YouTube, he said, women love reading comments instead of listening. That's a fact. That's a fact. Mrs. Gail, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, men can't even look in the churches anymore. Saw someone say in 2024, there is no difference between the church and the club. Thank you so much, sister, for the super chat. It's a sad day when you can't even go to what's supposed to be the house of God and find a decent woman. It is a very sad day when you can't even go there and find a decent woman. You can't, I mean, you look back, even 25, 30 years ago, you had women all over the place that had their V card. In churches, in colleges, high school, they had a whole lot, way more women 25, 30 years ago that had their V card. You look in the, especially in the West, most of these jokers, they not a V. They don't have that card anymore. They've been lost it. And that's another reason, all these dimes I'm dropping, that's another reason why they have to settle. Look at this. Look at the doom, right? Just like the woman I was talking to, I think it was yesterday or the day before on the platform. Healthy woman, in really good shape, no children. But she was a pole dancer, right? When she was younger. And what did she end up doing? The decision making. What did she do? She went and got pregnant by and married, whatever kind of marriage this was, a man much older than her, much older than her, that have a whole bunch of kids by a whole bunch of different women. He had at least 3 kids by 3 different women, and I believe he had more than that. I believe he probably had 5 or 6 by 5 or 6 different women. And according to her, from what we know with her, she's baby mama number 4. This is why they have to end up settling. This is why they have to end up settling. That don't have to be you as a man. They have to do that. I say it all the time. A lot of them are cursed. A lot of them are cursed. You don't want to be part. Listen, you don't want to be part of no curse, and you don't want no curse in your household. You don't want to be part of a curse, and you don't want no curse living in your house. And you don't want to live under the curse of a no good woman. Shout out to Neil again for the super chat. He said most W's don't even have a connection with God. That's facts. Thank you so much, Brother Neil. Shout out to Aaliyah. Thank you so much, sister, for the cash app. The super chat over on the YouTube channel. Light and Love by Lena. Thank you so much, sister, for the cash app. You didn't leave me a message, but I did get it. Thank you so much, sister. I got it. If you're listening still. Sakuana? I don't know how to say your name properly. Hopefully I didn't mess it up too bad. Said, keep your foot on their necks. Thank you so much for the donation, for the cash app. Thank you so much, sister, for the cash app. Folks, it's not the time at all to fall back. It's the time to get even more serious. It's the time to get even more diligent. It's the time to take life as serious as possible. You don't have the time anymore to play around. You don't have time to play around. Life is not a joke, and it's not a game. Good evening.
How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, thank you.
Okay, so my name is Renee Brown. I am from, I was born in Cleveland, Ohio, raised down south. Met my husband down south. He's from Texas. He converted to Muslim. He is now Suru. But we both from
Suru? You mean Sunni?
Yes. But we both converted to it. Of course, we're married. But
you converted to Islam, and he as well did. You both reverted. Yes. How long ago?
So all together, I want to say a year.
Okay.
But we're still young. We are
Alhamdulillah.
24.
Excellent. So excellent. Well, I'm glad to hear that. May Allah continue to guide you both. Go ahead. What do you have for me?
Yeah. So what did I want to say? Oh yeah, so it's a lot of hurt people. You know what I noticed about the Black community? I know this is kind of off your topic, but it's it's a lot of hurt, and it's a lot of pain, and it's a lot of Black women not trying to heal. It's a lot of Black men as well as not trying to heal, just trying to find people to cope with them. And my only confusion is, excuse the anxiety, my only confusion with that, because I'm in Cleveland, it's a lot of those people around. And my only confusion is, why do people find people to accept them other than healing? And I be seeing people my age group doing the same thing. Like, we are too young to have that mindset. And I just want to know why, if you know the answer.
Why do people fall into the trap of
of staying instead of healing.
Staying in bad situations and not changing and finding people that are similar to them instead of healing.
Yeah, because I see a lot of people my age trying to do that. And I know enough about
How old are you?
trauma.
How old are you?
24.
You see people your age doing what exactly?
That repeated cycle. And I do realize it's trauma and the history and blah, 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 blah. But still, family trauma and histories. But, I just lost on why people don't heal.
Okay, so first of all, right, you're talking about healing or making changes like this. You have to have guidance. You have to have guidance, or you have to desire these things deep within. I just talked about this a few minutes ago, right?
Okay.
That most, especially our women here, they don't have that desire. Okay. They don't have the desire to be guided. They don't have the desire to change. They really don't care. And at the same time, they have, in my opinion, a lot of them have become cursed.
Okay.
Meaning they're doomed because they've chosen to not be guided. They've chosen to not do the right thing. They've chosen to not learn. So it's like plugs have been put in their ears, so they can't hear most of the things I'm saying. They're not responding to it. Not going to respond to it, even if they came across it. Now, I'll tell you what, I do have some women and men that, hit me up out of the blue and say, I've been listening to you for 2 weeks or a month or whatever. And normally it's not very long. And they've made the changes. And then I have people that have been watching and listening to me, they'll say for a year or 2 years, and they've done nothing. You know why? Because those people, right? I believe those people are doomed. Maybe even more, because they're watching me every day, listening to the content, refusing to make any changes. And a lot of them just take it as entertainment.
Okay.
They laugh. They think it's funny. They want to, which is fine. They can take it as entertainment. As a matter of fact, I have no problem labeling if people ask me, what is your content? Entertainment. Because that's how most of these jokers take it anyway. They take it as entertainment. So it's entertainment. This is not real for most people. This is not real what I'm talking about, because they cannot see it. You fool.
Okay.
A fool only thinks that things that they cannot see are not real.
Okay. So am I wrong for... Okay, so now that I know the reason and I know I can't change people, why do people ask for help but not, take the message? If people are, if they, hard-headed, I guess you would say, and why is it so bad in the Black community?
Black community has had a long history of not having any guidance, right? Black community has also... a lot of the community has been rebels. They've rebelled against guidance. They've chosen for their leaders. Life is about choices. You can choose for your leader. Let's say, right, let's think about this. Let's say somebody like me, or a rapper who promotes all type of debauchery.
Okay.
If you had 1 million Black people right now who are able to listen to both of us, 90% of them, or maybe even more than 90% of them, are going to choose the rapper that's talking about the debauchery. They're not going to choose because, listen, and what I'm saying, this is nothing new. I got Malcolm X's book right behind me. He complained, he talked about the same thing, right? He said that it would be so easy. I could go read you line for line, but I'm paraphrasing. He said it would be so easy to change the community if he would have most of them that would listen to the message of the NOI. This is what he said at the time.
Okay.
And the people would make the changes. And he said, however, they don't want to change. He said majority of them, they don't want to get off the substances. They don't want to stop being selling their bodies to women. They don't, the same things they're doing today.
Okay.
Only thing that's changed is some technology and maybe more frequency, but they were doing most of the stuff back then, right?
Yeah.
It's just a higher number now, right? More because you got easier access to debauchery, to dirty content, all of this type of stuff. So it's easier to do it, right? But
Okay.
he was complaining, he was upset about the fact that they didn't want to change then. And he said, and then you know what else he said in the book? He said every time he went to places like Chicago,
Okay.
he said he would get all kind of letters and complaints that would be filed to the NOI by women of color, black women, BWs. They didn't like what he was saying. It's just a hard message.
Yeah, so my thing is, I was raised Southern, like real Southern. Why is, because I know Southern black folks that move in unison, move with common sense, move like that. So my thing is me, because I traveled a lot. Right now I'm in Cleveland, and I've been to, what's over there? What's that? West Coast? So California. So why are we so divided in the black community? Like, if you
let me tell you this. Look, you're trying to come to me for all these answers. Here's what you need to do. You need to read. I can tell you have not done a lot of reading. You need to read. You need to listen to some of the black scholars in the community of, the 80s and the 70s and even before. You need to go look at their content, their books, and see what they were saying back then. You'll learn so much more. Okay. See, a lot of y'all don't read. That's the problem. I say that all the time. A lot of y'all don't read. If I asked y'all to show me your library collection right now, majority of y'all don't have no book collection, no library. My book collection is worth more money, and I've paid more for it than my clothing collection.
Okay.
How many of y'all can, especially women, how many of y'all can say that y'all beauty products is more than your library? That's a dang shame. Y'all have beauty product collection that y'all can go add up right now, costs way more than your library, your book collection. Y'all don't read nothing. You can't grow without reading. That's the way that you learn. There's no way you can learn or grow without reading.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great one.
Same to you.
All right. Salaam alaikum to you as well. I know she says she's Muslim. And the thing is, I don't know how much of the faith you're learning, but you should really focus on learning as much as you can about your faith. And take it very serious. Allah rewards you. All right, folks. Do we have any more women, right? Especially, or I'll talk to some brothers as well. Do we have any more women or men? Either one. I need everybody right now watching to hit the thumbs up button if you're on the YouTube channel, tap the screen, hit the like button over here on the IG channel, and share this content. Share this content. I appreciate y'all in advance for doing that. Lady, you don't need to come in here and talk about your anxiety or whatever you got going on. You don't need to come in here and talk about that. We're not focused on your anxiety or whatever you got going on. If you're the woman that came to talk to me earlier, get in a better place, and then I'll have a conversation with you. But you don't need to come in here and focus on none of that. What you should be focused on, instead of worrying about your anxiety, you should be focused on the message, the words coming out of my mouth. You should be focusing on the fact that how many of these women that I've talked to thousands, y'all have to settle for no good men that y'all complain about. Don't y'all see that you curse? Don't you see that that's a curse? Y'all have to settle. Y'all are not getting them so-called men that y'all say y'all are worth. How many women have I talked to just for the people that have been watching me on this platform alone over the last little over a month that I've been here? How many women have come on here and said stuff about the kind of men that they keep running into? Why they're not having success with men? They believe that they're worthy and they're worth a really high quality man. I'm not coming up to talk to you live because I know me. What does that mean? You know you. I don't even know what that means. Whatever your name is, don't tell me how to run my show. I'll run my show how I want to run it. If you don't like how I run my show, then don't watch it. And I always say, the day that I don't have nobody watching and nobody supporting my content financially, especially, that's the day that I won't do the content anymore. That's the day that I won't come and stream anymore. But until then, it looks like a lot more people constantly support me, constantly watching me, constantly donating. So I'm not going to, I'll be a fool to listen to somebody and tell me how to run my platform. And I've been successful at running this for the last 2.5 years. Shout out to Jazz. Thank you so much, sister. I think you're a woman. I hope you're a woman. I hope I'm not calling you because I'll be messing that up sometimes if I don't know who y'all are. Because y'all don't have no picture. If you don't have no picture up, I'm just going to guess. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Jazz said, I'm appreciated. Thank you for hitting the Cash App. I appreciate you. Man, I'll be so disappointed in y'all if y'all settle. I will be so disappointed in y'all if y'all settle. Be so disappointed. You know, we got fools in the comments talking about after Kevin was gone, you took his swag. How in the hell am I going to take Kevin's swag? Up until recently, you can see my content on my IG page. There is nothing that on my streams that looked anything like no Kevin. My background was different. I wore hats. I had locks. There's nothing like no Kevin. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just come in here saying anything. Sheed, thank you so much for being a contributor and buying badges over here on the IG channel. If we get anyone that comes in disrespectful, Sheed, you are a moderator. Get them up out of the live if they are writing disrespectful comments directly, especially to me. Real Bob, get the hell out of my stream. Out of my joint. Some ignorant people in here. You got some ignorant people in here. Just stupid. Just foolish. If you haven't yet, hit the like button, tap the screen, share the stream. All right, let's keep going on this topic. Let's keep going on this topic. This is so important. This is so important. I can help y'all and talk to y'all about this all day. You're listening to your first time. Excellent. You're going to learn a lot. I'm glad you're listening for your first time. If you don't want to be like these other women out here and have to settle, you don't have to. You don't have to be doomed to fail. If you catch yourself settling as a woman, right? If you catch yourself, you have to ask yourself the question, are you cursed? That should be what you're asking yourself. Am I cursed? Because I've had to settle for this situation. I've had to settle for these things. And if I would be trying to do everything in my power to get that curse lifted off of me. Shout out to David vs. Goliath. Thank you, my brother, for supporting the Black Guru with badges. We still not even halfway to hit our badge goal. Man, y'all is doing weak in here today. Y'all doing weak in here today on the IG. Marco, my brother, thank you so much for the Cash App. Salute to brother Marco for hitting us off, for appreciating the Black Guru. Thank you, brother. Y'all are gonna be so disappointing to me if y'all settle as men. If you never had a father figure in your life, then look at me as that. Say, you know what? I don't want to disappoint Guru. Whatever woman you're talking to right now, say that you don't want to disappoint Guru. I don't want to, if I have to have a conversation with Guru, I don't want him to look at me with shame or disgust. I don't want to have to go to Guru and say, brother, I've been watching your content for 2 months or 6 months or 2 years or whatever, and I still ended up making the wrong choices. You should not want to have that on your record. You should not want to have that on your record as a man. You shouldn't want to have that on your record. Do y'all hear me? It's crazy. A lot of women who have no dad settle. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly right. But I'm telling the men, y'all should have, listen, I said it earlier. You can be 55 years old and always have bad luck with women. You got your health right. You got your mind right. Got your money right. You can go to most countries in the world and find beautiful, submissive women who are really good for marriage and making a family. You can start a family at 55 years old the right way. They can't do that. That's why they have to settle. That's why they have to settle for the dude that plays the video games, the dude that lays on their couch, the dude that ain't about the dude that's eating up all the snacks of their children, the lazy dude, the loafing dude. They cannot make changes and start a family at 50. Do y'all hear me? You know how powerful that is. Imagine going through hell up until you're 54 years old and you was able to shake the child support. You should never give up on life. If you are 37 years old and you just got a no good joker pregnant, you got 18 more years of child support and hell with a woman. You should never give up on life. 18 years from now, you're going to be 55 years old. You're 37 right now. You just made a mistake. Don't do it again. 18 years from now, you'll be 55 years old. And even before that, you make the right choices. You can go and start a life with a woman. You can shake the child support. You can shake the curse. You can shake the negativity. You can shake the evil. You can shake the anger. You can shake the drama. You can shake the foolishness. You can shake all of that. You can shake the wicked mindset that they have to want to destroy you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, most of these W's, most of these jokers, they have a desire to destroy you as a man. No, I'm not no Sikh. They have the desire to destroy you. If you are any decent man that has anything going for himself, any type of positivity, any type of light, if you have any type of decent income, they want to snuff that out and put you in darkness. They don't want you to succeed as a man. Let my content be uplifting and motivating to you. Let it get you out of that depression. I know a lot of brothers that be watching me, y'all are in depression. Ain't got a decent haircut in months. Ain't went to the gym in months. Ain't got up off the couch in months. Ain't stopped puffing on that green stuff in months. Ain't stopped drinking in months. Maybe even years. Get up off your behind right now. It's time to be a man. Don't let these no good jokers defeat you. I'm telling you right now, it's light at the end of the tunnel. It might be dark right now, but I'm going to tell you right now, listen. Every train tunnel and every subway always got to go back up into the light. You might just be in the tunnel right now and you can't see. It's completely dark in there. You gotta get moving. You gotta walk. Start walking. Even if you gotta crawl right now. Guru, I can't walk. Crawl. You crawl long enough, you're gonna get tired of crawling. Say, let me get up and walk. You walk long enough, you say, Guru telling me it's light, and then you're gonna start running. Then eventually you're gonna be in the light. Brother said, we done buying wigs for BWs. Facts. You need to be done buying anything for any woman if she is not your wife to be or your wife. Meaning that she is willing to submit, listen, obey, and you are in the proper position to be her husband. You shouldn't be buying nothing for none of these jokers. Take one good look at her and say, is she wife material? Would I wife her up next week? Would I wife her up tomorrow? If the answer is no, why are you buying anything for her? I don't care if it costs $2. Why are you buying anything for a woman that's not your wife? You should not be buying nothing for a woman that's not your wife. Come on, Guru, talk to the people. Or wife to be. Do you love yourself? That's the question. Do you love yourself as a man? Do you have love for yourself? Mama may have never loved you. Daddy never hugged you. But you can start loving yourself. You start loving yourself, and guess what? When you at your best, that's when that woman gonna love you. You're gonna get the best woman out there for you. You start loving you, then that woman is gonna love the best version of you. You don't want to be no woman that falls in love and loves the worst version of you. Do y'all hear me? You don't want to fall in love with no woman, or want no woman falling in love with you that loves the worst version of you. You want her to love the best version of you. You want her to fall in love with the best version of you. Get up right now if you hear me. Make something of yourself.
Hello.
What's going on?
Are you doing all right?
You got to turn on your light, brother. I can't hear you. I can't see you.
I just joined you live. I don't even know what's going on.
Okay, brother. Well, this is not the time to join right now. If you don't know what's going on, you need to just listen. But I appreciate you for coming up.
All right, cool.
All right. Look, folks. Let me tell you right now, you can't get life back. Life does not come back to you. You cannot get a day back, a minute back, an hour back, a second back. You cannot get any time back. You don't take this message serious. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of you men, there's a lot of women right now watching me that are taking this a lot more serious than y'all ever take it. There's a lot of women watching me right now that are taking this a lot more serious than y'all will ever take it. Do y'all hear me? Why is that, Guru? Why are there a lot more women that are taking this message serious? Because they recognize what I'm saying is so true. They know that some of them are in their 30s right now. Some of them are in their 40s right now. They are sad and sick with the fact that they cannot find a man. They can't get a husband, that nobody loves them. They have to go to bed lonely every night. Or they got to look at this food that they laid up with or laid up on their couch. Somebody said inflation is high. All of this stuff. It wears on their body having to carry groceries all the time in the house. Having to pick up heavy stuff. It wears on them when they have no support. Nobody to come home to, nobody to hold them and cuddle them. They made to be cuddled and held. They are delicate. This is why even the Quran, it tells us that men, we are the protectors of women. They are designed for protection. They're designed to be, but let me tell you something right now. You can't protect nobody that is refusing and being disobedient and chooses to go the other way. You can't protect nobody that despises correction and protection and obedience. You can't protect none of them. This is why I tell you, as a man, you got to be a man. A man knows when to hold them and know when to fold them. Woo! Do y'all hear me? Let me say that again. A man knows when to hold them, meaning hold his family, hold it where he got it right there. If he got a real good woman, he gonna hold. If you've been dealing with jokers that ain't no good for you, you know when to fold it. Fold it up. It's time to go. Shout out to Miss Gail, Mrs. Gail, over on the YouTube channel for the super chat. She said in 2019, only 6% of black men graduated high school. We're at a reading proficiency level. Wow. I'm going to say that again. She said in 2019, only 6% of black men graduating high school were at reading proficiency level. These children know sexy red lyrics, though. Are the moms even trying? 6% reading proficiency for black men graduating high school. But they could tell you all of these lyrics. You're a man at work. Who's raising your children? The woman you got pregnant, think about her right now. What kind of music is she listening to? What kind of music is she dancing to right now? She got your daughters and sons listening to that garbage right now, driving in a car. She's at home listening to it playing while she's cleaning up or doing whatever. Kids are listening to that right now. Do y'all hear me? Whatever she's doing right now, she have your children doing the same thing. If you don't approve of the way she talks, the way she behaves, of the way she is, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to want her raising your daughter or your son. If you don't approve of how she is right now, the way she is, you're not going to want her raising your daughter or your son. I can tell you right now. Shout out to, brother Bamo coming through. Shout out to Bamo. I don't know wherever you're watching at. Thank you, my brother. Salamu alaikum to my dear brother, my dear Muslim brother, for hitting the Cash App. Always supporting the Black Guru. Man. Shout out to brother Bamo. I appreciate him. Yeah. I'm talking today, folks. I'm talking today. You know what? I'm going to tell you right now. I feel it right now. This is probably one of the most powerful streams I've ever had. And I've had a lot of powerful streams. If you just joining right now, you better make sure you go watch the replay of this stream on YouTube. When this is over, you better make sure you rewind this and watch the entirety of this stream. There's nothing more powerful, right, than an empowered man that's empowered by God. man that's empowered in his mind, a man that's doing the right thing, a man that's off of liquor, a man that ain't driven by sex. Woo! Can't no woman come on here and bend over and show me her crotch lips and that ain't gonna move me. She can't come over and twerk in my face and put her behind up in the air and shake nothing. None of that stuff is gonna move me. Y'all hear me? I'm a man with a plan. I'm a man with a serious mind. When I said that I wasn't going to deal with certain kind of women no more, I meant it. When I said that I'll book my tickets to go to Southeast Asia or other countries far and wide, to cast my nets far and wide to find better quality women who were already ready to obey, I meant it. For those of you that are Christian, this is Bible. This is Bible. Do you hear me? Right? It says in your New Testament, says that the kingdom have been taken from one group of people and given to another people that bear fruit. He talks about going out to the hedges and highways, meaning going further out to find disciples. Cast your nets far and wide. These are concepts. Men throughout the history of time, I talk about this all the time. Anytime things weren't going their way, whether that was through war or famine, right? Whatever was going on. Men, they got on ships. They walked miles and miles. They got on camels. They did whatever they could. If they had to leave and go to nations or try to find land, new lands, new nations, greener pastures, thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away if they had to. That's what men did. And I'm telling you right now as a man, that's what you have to do. If I have to get on a plane and travel for 29 hours, do y'all hear me? To get down to Malaysia, to get down to Indonesia, where we got women readily obeying God, submissive women, humble women that cook, clean, no questions asked. Take the man's shoes off his feet when he come in the door. Ain't gotta worry about her cheating. She covered up head to toe, respect her body. She respect her man. She love God. Do y'all hear me? If you gotta travel, I don't care how far you gotta go, you gotta go. You gotta go. Some brother told me the other day, he said, Guru, I love the BW too much. I'm gonna give him another month. I said, brother, you a fool. You might get one of them pregnant in another month, and it's gonna be over for you for the next 20 years. Then we're gonna be playing this music for you. That's gonna be the music that we're gonna be playing for you. You have no idea. I'm going to keep preaching this. Folks watching over on the YouTube channel, we still about 15 likes short. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button if you haven't hit it yet on the YouTube channel. Thank y'all in advance for watching. If y'all don't do it, you're never going to know what it's like. You don't remember the book, Dr. Seuss, growing up as a child, A lot of y'all have read this book, Green Eggs and Ham. What was the meaning behind that book? The meaning behind that book was he kept trying to get them to try the green eggs and ham. And as Muslims, we don't eat pork, but I want y'all to just pay attention to the concept. I do not like it, Sam I am. I do not like it. And then he said, but would you like it here? 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 He didn't want at all. And then when he finally tried it, he liked it. How do you know you're not going to like or love a very submissive woman from Asia until you try it? From South America, wherever she's at in the world, because you haven't even gone far out enough yet. You don't know if you're going to like her or not. You haven't tried it. You haven't experienced that woman. How do you know if you're going to like her or not? How do you know if you're going to like the culture, the food, the people, the way they treat you? You got bad internet connection, whoever you were, lady. So all the women I've been with have been submissive. Thank you. Exactly. Thank you, sister. She said, same for the women. How will you not know you gonna love the soft life until you tried it? But you're not gonna know the soft life until you fully submit. And most of y'all today, y'all don't have that within y'all. Exactly, brother. He said you gotta love yourself first. Facts. You gotta love yourself, and you gotta. Let me say something to y'all. Because I know a lot of people like to say, you know, they like to come on here and say, you fake Kevin, you trying to be like, let me say something to y'all. I've been doing this for almost 3 years, 2.5 years or whatever it had been. If I was a phony or a fake, if this wasn't actually me, don't you think I would have been found out by now? You can only fake something for so long. I would have been found out by now. This is me. I love me. I'm confident in who I am as a man. I've always been like this. When I'm live, it's just me a little more animated than how I am in real life. You ask anybody that knows me, they'll tell you, yep, he talked just like this. He's always talked just like this. I don't got to take on no other man's personality. I'm me. I don't got to be no other man. I know who I am as a man and very confident in who I am. When you love yourself, and let me tell you something, there was a lot of brothers who felt that way at first. They've changed their mind. Men, if anything, men gonna know a phony. Men are gonna know a phony, if anything. All of these men at first, a lot of them said they couldn't rock with me, or I was trying to be like Kevin, and what am I doing? This ain't it. You should have seen how many men were writing to me telling me this ain't it. You not him. Go look at the comments on my videos now. It's rare to find men that are writing. When I post a new video, it's rare to find a man that's saying, this ain't it. You ain't him. You ain't Kevin. They don't write that stuff no more because they know. They know that I'm not faking nothing. Man gonna be able to spot that out. This is why women need men when they're dealing with business and stuff. Men, we're direct. Men, we're straight. We know somebody that's bullshitting us. Come on, where the brothers at? To the men in here, let me know if y'all know what I'm saying and y'all understand. We as men know if somebody is fake and they bullshit us. We gonna be able to call that dude out quick. Be like, nah, bro, you full of you bull me. To the men in here, let them know. That's why y'all don't see those comments anymore. Y'all don't see these men, all these men talking about, nah, bro, a fake, he a phony, he this, he that. Y'all don't see that stuff anymore. I'm still taking requests. I still got some time left. Where are the women at? I haven't had no women request up yet. Where are the women at? Actually, I had a woman earlier that came up. Where are the women at today? Because y'all be having a lot to say in my comment section about how y'all have such a problem with my message. Where we at on our badge goal too? Thank you so much for the next person that just bought. Oh, we halfway to our badge goal. Let's go, people. We only halfway to our badge goal. We still need a lot more supporters. If you support the Black Guru and you like this message, you like this content, you enjoy what I'm saying, you can hit the little heart button at the bottom. It should be in a square, and get a badge. That's how you support this content. That's how you keep it going. That's how I'm able to keep pushing through this. That's how I'm able to do what I'm doing and make impact. We making a huge difference over here. We making a difference. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I've seen the results. I've gotten all the messages, the DMs, the emails. I've gotten men that have contacted me and said, brother, my wife been watching you. You saved our marriage. I didn't even know what she been watching, but I just been noticing her behavior change. I had women message me saying, I stopped drinking liquor because of you. I got off substances because of you. I've had another woman recently, she said, I'm already down. What did this woman tell me? It might be close to 100 pounds she's already lost just by listening to my content every day and taking it serious. You know somebody that's serious. Don't worry about, y'all worried about the wrong thing. Don't worry about the views. Worry about the message. See what I'm saying? I told y'all, I'm concerned about the message, the words that's coming out of my mouth that's bringing change to folks. This is what it's about. Thank y'all for all the new supporters that have got badges that support the Black Guru. Let's go. We in this joint. I know y'all might be shocked. Y'all say, dang, it's a whole bunch of thousands of viewers watching all of a sudden. Let them watch. Stay in here now. Allah opened a path. Allah sent them. That's what happened. For this truth, for this fire, for this message that's coming out of my mouth. That's what happened. That's what happened. If you want to know what happened, that's what happened. I told you I'm a man on a mission. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here to push out this content. I'm here to speak this truth. I'm here to talk this talk. Hopefully helping a lot of these people out, especially a lot of these women. Y'all don't realize that y'all have to settle because a lot of you are cursed. You curse. And if I were you, I would want to get the curse off of my neck. I would want to get the curse off of my neck. You need to be doing everything you can. You should be asking yourself, am I cursed? Am I cursed? Is what Guru's saying, did that apply to me? And doing everything you can to get that off of your back. It ain't going to lead to nothing good. It ain't going to lead to nothing good. It's going to lead to just your doom. I'm talking to men also. Don't end up with none of these jokers that's going to leave you in a cursed situation. See, the old people, they knew this. They knew they didn't bring stuff in their house. They didn't do certain behavior because they knew that there was what they call years of bad luck attached to it. Years of curse. You know how many brothers I've talked to that have contacted me? Guru, man, in tears even. Guru, I haven't been able to shake this woman and get her. I can't get rid of this child. I can't get rid of this hell. I can't get rid of. I'm telling you, I've had brothers contact me in tears. Telling me they don't know what's been happened to their life. You connected to a curse. You connected to somebody, a wicked individual. And you have no other choice You have no other choice, right? Right now, until you do something about it, until you change, until you do what's right, until you get the hell up out of that situation. You can't lay up on no couch. You can't lay under the roof of somebody that's cursed. You think something good is going to come to your life? You a fool. You want to be laid up under a woman that's blessed. Woo! You want to be laid up under a woman. Stop worrying about how juicy her coochie is and start worrying about how blessed she is. You laid up under a wet, cursed crotch. I know I'm talking to some men in here today. That's all you worried about. You shouldn't be worried about what her crotch do. Worry about whether or not she blessed. A blessed woman. Is you walking into a blessed house or something that's cursed? Is you walking into something that's a setup? Is you walking into something that's toxic? Something that's poisonous? Something that's going to take your life? Something that's going to cause you to die early age? Let me tell you something as men. A lot of men of old chose to put up with no good women and they no good kids. You don't have to settle, and they died at a young age. I knew men who died in their 40s, while the women they were married to lived on to be 70 something, 80 years old, sometimes even 90. These men left a house too, sometimes left a military pension, whatever. They left money for these women. They died in their 40s. Stress. They call it the silent killer. Stress. If you don't realize that, you need to look that up. What stress can do to you. Thank you. Nick said, think with the big head, not the little one. Think with the big head, not the little one. Your PP is going to cause you to get a curse put on you. When I say settle, that's what I'm talking about. That's the topic. When I say settle, a lot of the women, they have to settle because they got that on them. They got a curse on them. They have no choice. They can't shake it. Just like I described that story earlier about the woman in the nightclub. Even though she recognized that I was a real quality man and that she had made terrible decisions with her ex, her baby daddy, she still chose to, when she started drinking, she went and was grinding on and dancing on one of the dirtiest looking dudes, broke dude in the nightclub. Something on her that she can't shake. Shout out to, I think it's Chike Otto. Thank you so much, brother, over here on the YouTube channel for the super chat. Said, I'm a Christian, but I can relate. Good work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, brother. Shout out to the brother that hit the super chat over on the YouTube channel. Folks, we still about 4 more people short of hitting our Cash App goal as well. If you know this is fire content, I do this each and every way so to keep this content going. Hit the Cash App is pinned at the bottom of the Instagram channel. You get the Cash App. You can hit the super chat over on the YouTube channel like the people are doing. And the badge support is also always big. All of these ways that you contribute is always big. The brother over here on the super chat says the liquor brings out the demon. Yes. I don't deal with women that drink. I don't mess with any, and I encourage you as a man, and this is going to probably eliminate, if you live in the West, if you live in the United States or the UK, most of the women that you're probably going to deal with drink. So that already tells you you're going to have to leave the country. You're going to have to leave your area to go find a better quality woman. I don't deal with no women that drink. Not one woman. I'm not going to deal with her. She drink. Love Trayshawn, thank you so much for the badges, sister, that you have purchased to support the Black Guru. I don't deal with none of them. If they drink, no way. And most of them, let me tell you something. Most of them that drink, they drink heavy. I've been saying that about the modern woman. They drink as much as men today. The statistics prove it out. They're right there, especially the younger generation. They drink, they are heavy, shot-taking women. Women of old didn't drink like that. Even when they drunk, they didn't drink like that. A lot of them are too far gone. That's why, like the brother said, he said once they start drinking, when they start pour it up, when they start doing all that liquor and stuff, right? And they get into the music and on substances, know the decision making is out the door. How many times, if you're a man, have you gone out to a nightclub, seen a man arguing with his woman at the end of the night? He's trying to go home and she don't want to go. Or something is going on with their friends, whatever. How many times have y'all seen that? How many times have you seen it? It doesn't cause y'all to get along and you thinking, yeah, we gonna have these drinks and go have some good intercourse. No. More often than not, you're not having no good intercourse. You having major issues happen with you. Nathan, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you for the Cash App, Nathan. Thank you for supporting the Black Guru. Do we have any other women that are coming up? Do we have any other women that are coming up? Listen, don't worry about no viewership. I don't know what's going on with this application. It could just be glitching. Just worry about the people that are in here listening to the message. Don't worry about the viewership. Could just be a glitch. I'm not worried about that. I'm concerned about the people that are listening to the content. Somebody said all the alcoholics. If that's what happened, then so be it. As soon as I started talking about the liquor, if they left, then so be it. They needed to leave. Shout out to the people. Where did we hit? Did we hit our goal for our badge supporters? Wow, we almost there. We 5 people away from hitting our goal for our badge supporters on the IG. Thank y'all so much, and salute to everybody that purchased a badge. Thank y'all so much for supporting the Black Guru. Don't worry about nothing else besides the message. Y'all be focused on the wrong thing. See, that's how you know y'all got to keep y'all mind right. Because this whole time y'all haven't seen me lose track and say, oh my God, look at what's going on. This is how I know, listen, y'all don't have time to not focus on the things I'm saying. Life is short. Life is short. Somebody said, is marriage the goal? It should be the goal for you, man or woman. Not just marriage, but you want to be with a quality partner. Quality. It's not just about getting married. It's about who you marry. It's about who you marry. And if you're a man, like I said, you can always find, right? If you messed up, you can change your life around. A lot of these women, they can't. Once they destroyed themselves to a certain point, there's no knight in shining armor coming around the corner. They are destroying their body and themselves with all kind of tattoos and, I mean, all the substance abuse, all the street life, being out in the streets, heavy in the streets, selling their stuff. It comes to a certain point where you can't recover from that. Now, men, if y'all get involved in that stuff too, there's a certain point where you can't recover either. You can't recover. But a lot of them, they're just going out, buying hair, buying beauty products, running the streets. They're just doing, they don't even have to do nothing real hard and heavy as far as substances or selling their body. They can just do the other stuff that I'm talking about and it'd be over. Yeah, they can just be a party girl. They can just occasionally go out and it'd be over for them. they're not taking the things that I'm saying. They're not taking this stuff as serious at all as y'all think. They're not. They're not taking none of this stuff serious. They don't care about their life. Y'all hear me? A lot of them don't care about their life. If you are with a woman that is reckless like this, that could care less about her life, what makes you think she's going to care about your life? What makes you think she's going to care about your life? Sorry to hear that. Truth of God over on the YouTube channel said he was with his wife 25 years. She passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that, brother. If you were able to maintain 25 years with her, that tells me she was a really good woman. If a man stay with a woman 25 years until she's no longer living, she was a really good woman. You got a lifetime out of her. 25 years is a lifetime, right? You got to think about it. You're talking about going to jail, right? 25 years is a life sentence. You already got a lifetime with her, brother. Be very thankful you got that, because many men will never know what that's like. Many men today, especially black men. A lot of y'all brothers that don't listen to my advice and take heed to this message, you're never going to know what it's like to experience this. The true essence of femininity. The true essence of femininity. You think what I'm saying is working one BW at a time? Okay, well, is it working on you? Island Faye, is it working on you? That's the first question. You talking about is working on one BW at a time. I'm asking, is it working on you? Mr. Indiana said his parents married 28 years and counting. Okay, good. If it's working on you, then I need to hear you come with a story pretty soon about how either you're married and your marriage has improved way more, or you're getting married very soon and I need a wedding date. As if it's working on you, you should be able to attract a good husband. Shout out to Car Keys. Thank you so much, sister. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Somebody else in here said their parents married 58 years. 58 years of marriage. That's what I'm talking about. To get a man and keep one. Exactly. I say that all the time. It's not about getting the man. It's about keeping him. A lot of women can get a man and attract men just with their body parts. Even an overweight woman can attract a man with her body. She can manipulate the man, whatever, with her body, but can't keep him. Worth of nothing. That's why I said it's not about getting the man. It's about, can you keep him? What are you doing on a daily basis, day in and day out, to keep the man? Parents married 40 years until mother passed away last March. Yeah, see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Parents married all these years, 40 years, 50 years of marriage. 50 years of marriage. Can you keep his attention? Right. And let me tell you something. A man that doesn't want to go nowhere, a man that don't want to cheat, that don't even have the desire, right? That he knows that's because he have a really good woman and he's a disciplined man. She chose right and he chose right. It's hard to get those to match up a lot of times because men, too many times we're choosing on a visual. We're just looking at the woman's look. And when I say look, a lot of times it's the manipulating look of the woman that's using her body. If she's using her body at all, her sexuality, to get your attention or to get a man's attention, I'm going to tell you right now, she's not wife material. Any woman that's using, they have these women even on Muslim marriage sites, marriage apps. They have these women that are on there trying to seduce with their body. She's not marriage material. Let her settle, like we're talking about with this topic. Let her settle, right? And be doomed with the no good dude that likes to put hands on her, that's in and out of the system. I got a whole bunch of children by a whole bunch of different women. Let her be with him. I don't care how fine you think she is. It's not worth it. You got to think of it like this. Sometimes, a lot of times, the finer they are, the more bodies they've had in and out of them. The more men they've had run through them. The more you can see, the more skin you can see, the more skin every man has seen. If you can see all that skin, then a whole bunch of men have seen all that you're seeing right now and much more. You got to take that into consideration and listen to that. The women that I look for, I got a whole list, right? The women that I will look for as my wives, they got to meet this list. Are they, number one, good practicing Muslims? Do they cover? They believe in obeying the husband, right? Are they keeping their body? I mean, are they healthy? Do they take care of their body? Are they slender? I have a list. These are standards of mine. And you as a man need to do the same. You need to have standards for yourself. But before you can get standards of yourself, you got to build yourself up as a man. You got to build up your confidence. You got to make sure you are on the level that is able to handle, receive, and love and take care of a woman like that, both financially, mentally. Protect her. You should want to protect. If you run into one of these really good quality women, you should want to protect her at all costs. That's how you know you have a gem, a diamond. When you desire to protect your woman at all costs. I've been married for 4 years. Before that, I had failed relationships. The problem was definitely me. No cheating. I just wasn't submissive. You knew you needed to change and desired love. Yes, sister. And I'm glad to see a black woman writing that. Shout out to you for writing that in the comments. You knew it was you. Stop looking at everybody else. Notice the pattern with a lot of the women that join my live. They join my lives and they always are blaming men for the mistakes that they've made in their life, for the failures they've had. He's not doing that. He don't do nothing for the kids. He fooled me. He scammed me. He told me one thing, but it was something else. It's always he, and never me. It's always he. He did this to me. He did that to me. He. When are you going to look at me? When are you going to say me? Stop saying he and start saying me. You with an abusive man, he did all this stuff to you, that's your fault. You're the reason why you're with an abusive man. You chose him, you chose to stay with him, you chose your actions and behavior maybe to set him off. Man don't do nothing for his kids, you chose that. You had every opportunity to choose who you was gonna let have your body, access to your body. You decided who you was gonna let have access to your body. You decide what goes in. I say this all the time, right? When somebody come up to me and come up on my stream that's big, I say, who decides what you put in? Who decides what goes in your mouth? And they have to say, nobody but me. And as a woman, who decides what goes into your private? Who decides what goes into your private as a woman? These women, they don't like to talk about that, right? Because they want, right? And this is why they're on this huge presidential push. We know who they want to go and vote for. Because they're going to be let to be run free like children. So that they can blame men after they didn't let this man run all up in and out of them however many times freely. And they want to be able to go back and use the system to hold him accountable and blame him. You gave him your body all that many times, and now you want him to take accountability and responsibility for what was created. He was not a responsible or accountable man at all when you met him. You never knew him to be responsible or accountable. All the false promises, all the things he said to you, all the times when he was with some other woman instead of being with you. Last call, folks. Last call. Otherwise, I'm done for the stream. I done cooked enough for today. Last call. You have to practice self-control for anybody to come up. Last call for anybody to come up over here on the... Oh, you know what? Y'all can't come up on the IG channel. It's frozen out. All right. Let me restart the IG stream and we'll see. This will be the last call for somebody to come up. Or restart the stream. If you're not following me, make sure you hit the follow button. I'm going to restart the stream real quick. And if we get one last guest, then we're good. If not, Guru will be calling it a day. Last call. Folks, if you are watching over on the YouTube channel, I appreciate you for joining. Thank you so much. All I need you to do and all I request for you to do, right, is if you haven't, hit the thumbs up button. That's all. Hit the like button. Support the content that way. Thank you for all the people that sent the super chat. All right, we back live on the IG. Thank you for everybody that sent a super chat. Very, very important and critical. Very important and critical when you guys support this type of content. Pookie and Ray Ray with the ST. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of these type of guys that are spreading this stuff throughout the community. There's a lot of guys spreading disease throughout the community. We got a lot of women with diseased mind. You're going to be with a diseased man if you have a diseased mind. You're going to end up with a diseased man if you have a diseased mind, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Listen, if you have a poor internet connection, it won't let you join. Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come on live with you.
Okay, what do you want, lady? Because you that lady that... Didn't I already get rid of you?
And I just wanted to say to you, I just really...
Why don't you put yourself on camera? You're not going to say nothing to me unless you put your face on the screen. I'm going to tell you that.
Because I don't want to.
Okay, well, guess
Because
what? You're going to get the hell up out of here. That's what you're going to do.
No problem.
Get the hell up off of my stream. These jokers are ignorant. She messed up this stream too. I gotta restart my content again. She messed this one up. She messed this live up. I told you these jokers are a joke. All right, let me restart.
Hey, Phil, I'm a...
Oh, there we go. We good now. Request back up to the brother that came up here. Think you're gonna come on my stream and run your mouth and talk crazy to me, and I'm just gonna let it go? Like, have you lost your mind? You're not gonna come up here and talk crazy to me on my stream. You didn't lost your mind. Folks, if you are just joining and if you missed any part of this content, you can rewatch this on my YouTube channel. You can rewatch the stream on the YouTube channel. When I'm done over here, it'll be right over there. Just go and watch the replay. Hit the live tab for the replay.
alaikum, bro.
Walaikum salam. What's going on with you?
That was one of the main questions I had. People be sending me a lot of your videos. Women be sending me a lot of your videos, and a lot of them be having me cracking up. They be little short snippets. You know what I'm saying? And some of the stuff you be saying to some of these women. I ain't wanna be giving a lot of good advice. The way you eliminate it to the way you give it to them, it'd be like funny, but I ain't know if I should be continuously like listening to you, and I see that book in the back when I'm.
Okay, brother. Here's the thing for you, because I like to keep everybody safe. I don't want you driving and trying to talk to me. So you got to get in a better position. You can come talk to me next time. Right now, you're driving. You're driving, and I don't do that. If you're driving, then you need to focus on the road, because we definitely don't need you messing up your life or the life of another person by driving. Last call for anybody else to join the stream, or Black Guru is out. I won't be going live tomorrow, so for those of you that missed the live, you'll have to go watch the replay. I won't be going live tomorrow. If you missed this stream, just go back and watch the replay. I hope to be back, God willing, on Sunday. Hope to be back on Sunday. All right, folks. Looks like we're done. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all so much that supported the stream. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. Thank y'all so much for supporting this content. Listen. Hopefully you got something powerful. Something powerful from this. That you paid attention. Man or woman. Go watch the replay on YouTube. Until next time.